I said, there's this director that I know you guys don't know, that nobody knows, and I want you to let him be my director. And that was Taika Waititi. And again, MTV was like, what? Who? And Taika came in, and long hair, crazy looking New Zealand guy. And they just thought I was insane. They had never seen anything he had done because it was all New Zealand based at that point, but I knew who he was and I had seen his stuff. So they agreed. So I got to shoot In-Betweeners in Orlando, at Universal Studios Orlando, with Taika. We lived in Orlando together for 6 months doing that. And it was really cool because we got to do purely what we wanted with that show, with a very limited budget. So at the end of the day, it was really satisfying and really fun. Mm-hmm. And then the guy, David Janulari, who was running MTV, got fired. And the next person came on board, and the first thing they did was kill In-Betweeners. So it was sad. And then they had like the audacity, like in shows after, to call, MTV would call and say, hey, can you get Taika to answer our calls to direct this other thing? And I'm like, fuck you guys. You didn't even want Taika. I had to beg you. I had to beg you to get Taika. There you go. And that's, by the way, that just as a weird offshoot with Taika, that's happened my whole life. Like, Taika was living with me when he was getting ready to direct Thor or whatever. But at that time, he was just doing Hunt for the Wilder People. And we talked about Knight Rider, and he knew I had written it. And he's like, oh, Mike, man, I'd love to do that. Can I get the script? And I called the Weinstein people, and I'm like, my friend Taika, he's a New Zealand director. He's going to be huge. He's doing this What We Do in the Shadows thing right now. Can he have the script of Knight Rider? And they're like, no, we're not giving it to Taika. Who's this guy? And then lo and behold, 2 years later, hey, will Taika read Knight Rider? No, he's done now. He's on Thor. You can't get him anymore. It's just like people in this town are just so dumb, and no one has any imagination.
I heard Taika is actually directing Couples Retreat Part 2.
Yeah, they said. Oh, man.
Taika's actually, I don't know if you noticed, Taika is in Coffeetown. When Glenn Howerton is getting his haircut at the school in the early scene, Taika is the guy, is the store or whatever, the teacher.
Don't be afraid to fail.
Oh my God, I didn't even notice that, man.
That's awesome.
That's Taika. He was on set with me. I'm like, come play this guy. Just jump in there. He's like, it was funny because it was like, oh, I don't have a visa. I'm like, yeah, who cares? This is just a stupid movie. Just get in it.
That's the trailer.